Hey guys, so before I start this video, I just want to say, as you can probably tell, this video is pretty lengthy. I tend to talk a lot. I talked a lot about my own freshman experience. So if you don't really want to hear that, I did type all of the pieces of advice I have for you guys in the description box below. So check that out. So yeah, enjoy the video. Grab some popcorn, get a snack, and enjoy the video.
This is my plumeria plant. I don't know what to name it, so please comment down below a name for my plumeria plant. Hopefully it will grow into a beautiful plumeria tree and supply me with lots of plumeria flowers one day. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Hello everyone, my name is Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. Maybe this is your first time on my channel and you were just scrolling through advice videos and you saw mine. If it is, welcome. So, here's the deal. I have made a couple advice videos pretty much every year. Starting with 6th grade, I have made an advice video about that school year. So 6th grade advice, 7th grade advice, 8th grade advice. Now I'm doing 9th grade or freshman advice in today's video. Okay, I'm just gonna start off by saying my freshman year was interesting. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I was definitely a lot more, I feel like, independent, very solo this year, but at the same time I had honestly a really good academic year. I feel like I got straight A's, 4.0 GPA, and I'm really happy about that. And for this year I'm hoping to kind of challenge myself more with some honors AP classes. Okay, first piece of advice, I'm sure you've heard this one quite a bit. Be yourself always. Don't try to change yourself for anyone or anything, okay? If the trend for this year is, I'm sure it will be, being quirky and cute and that, I think we all know, Visco, I don't need to say anymore. If that's the trend, which I'm sure it will be, like I said, and you're not really comfortable following it, no, like, that's not me, I don't want to do that, but you feel like that's the only way you're going to be able to fit in, don't do it though. Like, if you really don't love that, it sounds so dumb, but like, we females, males in this generation, we tend to really get stuck with that feeling of trying to fit in, even if it means literally changing our whole identity, our whole personality. So stick to what you like. You don't need to worry about, okay, like, I don't know anyone who has the same interests as me, like, what am I gonna do? Don't worry about that. It's all about you, and your happiness comes first. And once you kind of become happy with yourself, that'll spread around to other people. Your positive energy will spread around. And think positive, okay? At the same time, if you really like being a like Visco girl and aesthetic girl, this is like the only example I'm thinking of. Obviously there's so many other things. That's just the first thing that comes to mind for me. If you're really enjoying that lifestyle and you like it, keep doing it. Don't be worried about being labeled as that, and don't feel embarrassed about what you like. It's a big one for freshman year, so just be yourself. Okay, second piece of advice for you guys, kind of referring to the first one, but stay true and honest with yourself. You boo, okay? And that's what my Grammy always says. Work hard. If you work hard each and every day, school will honestly become easy for you because you're putting in the work to get good results. School's gonna be harder if you just expect good grades. You have to work for what you want, okay? I believe in the saying, like, what you put into something, you get out. You know what I mean? So, if you're working really hard, studying really hard, day and night for a certain test that's coming up, whether it be like a speaking exam in Spanish, you're gonna do well. It's just how it is, and I don't know why, but just so many people I think of who just expect their grades to be straight A's when they're really not putting the work into to truly get straight A's. It's like that whole thing with the Lori Lohan's daughter, Olivia Jade or something. Her mom literally paid her way into a really nice college in California, and she didn't even work for that. And there were so many other kids who probably worked so dang hard to get into that college and got declined because it was her spot to go in. If you want to be at the top of your class, you have to work for it. It's not just going to come to you, unfortunately. You have to work really hard, and I personally have ADHD, and that just makes everything a little harder for me to do. But I've kind of come to the reality that I just have to work extra hard if I really want a positive outcome, if I want a 4.0 GPA or something higher. This is a big one. Be nice to everyone, even if you aren't the biggest fan of them, okay? So saying hi or texting someone for a bit does not mean you need to be best friends. Just treat people with kindness and you'll get that in return. Hashtag no drama 2019-2020. Honestly, guys, just treating people with respect and being kind to everyone you encounter is honestly the key to success, because first of all, no one will have anything bad to say about you. If you're kind to everyone, remember, kindness beats negativity. Love beats hate in all cases, okay? So it's just better not to gossip all around. Just don't gossip, honestly, guys. Just don't, because it's just gonna come back to bite you in the butt. No matter how much you think you really trust someone, it's gonna bite you in the butt. Drama and tea aren't worth your time. If you're watching this, chances are you're going to go into high school. Be thankful you're able to get an education. Don't waste your study time on drama and gossip. Go out to parties, have a little fun, but always make time for school. School always comes first. If you want to have a successful career, and if you want to go to a college, and you want to have a really nice job that will supply you and maybe your future family one day, you need to put school first. This is the starting point. High school is where it really matters. Elementary school, okay. Middle school, all right, you're like, okay, but really the real deal is high school. Like, this is what you have been waiting for, because high school determines what college you're going to get into. So work hard, you guys. Work hard. Don't, like I said, don't spend your time gossiping, because that's just not worth it. All right, you came to school to learn. Obviously, I'm not saying like just school. Like, you can have fun, like enjoy your high school experience, join a club, join a sport, go to little parties, have some fun, whatever that may be for you. But you need to be able to trust yourself, know that you're a responsible being and you're a high schooler now, and you can put school first. Save a little study time, even if it's hard, because creating those habits is going to help you in the long run in college. Create relationships with your teachers and classmates. Even if you strongly dislike your teacher, try and make friends with your classmates. Creating friendships will make your high school experience a million times better, even if it's just 1 or 2 friends. Basically, creating relationships with not only, like, you know, your close friends that you would like have a sleepover with or hang out with out of school, but even in class. Like I said, just be nice to everyone. You don't need to be best friends with your classmate. Just treat them with respect, and kind of have that okay relationship with them where teacher says, okay, partner time. You're not totally like, who can I be partners with? Like, I don't know anyone. Like, try and just reach out and talk to someone, find a similarity, something that you guys enjoy. All right, this is a big one that I strongly wish I did this year. I really wish I did. To just try something new, join a club or a sport at your school. Like I said, I wish I did this, because being involved in something new or something you like will open up the door to new friendships. Plus, you can be in the yearbook. Little fun bonus there. So I was in the outdoors club my freshman year. And it wasn't really like, we didn't really do too much, I feel like, just because our club leader, or club sponsor I should say, passed away at the beginning of the year in the fall. And yeah, so it was just kind of, after that, the club was kind of everywhere. Like, a bunch of different teachers were sponsoring the club, and so we didn't really have like a lot of time to really do a lot in that club, you know what I mean? Just because, like I said, a bunch of teachers had the club, and we didn't really know, like, in the club there was like barely any people. Like 30 people or so would like show up to a meeting, but really like 5 people would go on a hike. It was just so and I really wish I did like some kind of sport, like track, this year or last year, but I think I'm gonna try and do that this year. Here's a big one. Create a set of goals, maybe even just one goal that you will accomplish during your freshman year, whether that be a 4.0 GPA, joining something out of your comfort zone, or even making a friend or two. Creating goals in a variety of categories throughout your high school career will instantly push yourself to achieve them, which will give yourself something to look forward to accomplishing throughout your freshman or like high school career type thing. So actually accomplishing those goals feels so amazing. Like, I told myself I was gonna get straight A's and maybe like a couple B's, and I got straight A's, and that was just like wow for me. Like, even going past, like, above and beyond that goal, because that's just gonna push you. And now I know, like, hey, like, I can get straight A's, and that'll push me next year to do some, like, or the next year to do some AP classes, see if I can still get A's, something like that. It doesn't even have to be academic. Like I said, making a friend or two, stepping out of your comfort zone, trying a new sport, whatever that may be for you. Last one, this is a huge one for me. If you are struggling with a certain subject, get help. Your teachers are willing to help you. It's up to you to ask for help, though. So that's a big thing with high school, I feel like. It's almost like for some more awkward to ask for help versus like middle school or like elementary school. Guys, your teachers are there to teach you, okay? If you need help or you're not so sure about something that you know will negatively impact you in your class, in your grade, ask your teacher for help, whether that be coming in for tutoring, or maybe they suggest another teacher to help you if they can't, stuff like that. Like, just being there. And that also is a big part of becoming or creating a better relationship with your teacher, because you know your teacher, or no, because your teacher knows that you're trying to get help and you're striving to be the best you can be in math class or whatever it may be. I understand that that was a lot of advice, and when I watch these advice videos, I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to remember all of that? How am I actually supposed to live up and use the advice? Obviously, these pieces of advice aren't gonna make your freshman year perfect. They didn't make mine perfect, but they certainly helped it a lot. No year is perfect. You're gonna have embarrassing situations, and as much as you try to avoid them, they're gonna be there, and that's just growing and learning. But just kind of having these pieces of advice embedded in your brain just to kind of look back on, if you honestly just repeat these goals. I will literally, in the description box below, I will type each of the goals out, like a quick little summary of them, just reading them to yourself. One more piece of advice. My mom always tells me this: if you're saying, I'm gonna fail the math test, you're gonna fail the math test. And I've talked about this in my YouTube videos before, but it's all up to your mindset. Like, I'm not gonna be nervous for the meet. I'm not gonna be rude to so-and-so. You know what I mean? Just telling your brain that, that'll eventually embed in your head. If you really hate school and you keep telling yourself you hate school, you're gonna hate school. And I still struggle with this on a daily. Okay, I'm not saying I'm perfect with this. You gotta tell your brain, you gotta like be able to catch yourself. Like, instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna fail this test, no, I'm not gonna fail this test, I'm gonna try my best. And eventually you're almost kind of tricking your brain. It's a whole psychological thing. Check it out. And I'm not saying, you know, that you're not gonna fail the math test if you just tell yourself, but over time that'll eventually stick, and you're gonna create a way more positive growth mindset, and that's just gonna help you a lot. I love you guys. I hope you're doing well. If you're as nervous, if you're super nervous for freshman year, whether you're going into new high school, you're okay. Breathe. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. If I survived, you sure as crap can survive as well, okay? Don't forget to name my plant in the comment down below, and I will talk to you guys from there. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.